Hey guys, it's Ryan with Fluid Health. Today we're bringing you another episode of Science-Backed Fitness, and today we're going to be talking about the screw home mechanism, and this actually has to do with your knee. So this is another biomechanical property that has to do with the security of the knee joint, and it's literally what it sounds like, screw home. It screws into position, and it's a pretty important thing because if the association of these two bone structures don't line up appropriately, or the congruency of the surfaces don't line up appropriately, then it wears irregularly. So a lot of times when people think about their knee pain, they think about the patella and how it tracks on this little groove at the end of the femur. And it's called the trochlear groove, and the patella can slide back and forth. It can move up and down and pivot. But they don't think necessarily about how the orientation of the femur dictates where that patella goes. So there's two types of mechanics in the body. You have weighted mechanics on the joint. You have unweighted mechanics on the joint. So that's called closed chain or open chain arthrokinematics, so joint motion. So it's either loaded and moving or it's unloaded and moving. So what we're talking about is the loaded feature of the joint and how the knee will lock into position to keep itself stable. So the takeaway from today is that if our hip is distorted, so our center of mass isn't properly maintained by our core mechanics, it's going to organize the femur so that it moves outside of its natural track, and then the patella won't necessarily groove in and stay where it needs to, so you're going to get inflammation and create an environment for the knee to become unstable, and that's where we start to see these compromises down the road. So it's important to acknowledge that, and I've got a little video. This is called Visible Body, so I want to give them credit. And again, it's a pretty cool little app here if you guys want to take a look. So this is one of their video animations, but you can see how the knee moves into this locked position. So you can see that it screws into position, locks up. And so what we're seeing is that the femur is going to glide internally on an external tibia. Now if you don't do that, you start to see malalignment where you see verum like that, or a valgum on the inside. So it has to do with the tracking of the femur and whether or not it's displaced. So that all has to do with how you keep your hip stable and how well you maintain your core canister. So we want to, again, draw the association from global movement impairments from the instability of the midsection and how it translates down to the knee, and it can impair that twisting action that keeps that knee nice and stable when you go through mid-stance into propulsion. So if you guys are struggling with knees, you want some help, again, think big picture, again, global, not local, and start to look at what's going on, not only just at the knee, but at the hip. Questions on that, reach out to us, admin@fluidhealthandfitness.com. And again, this is Ryan saying your body is designed to move, so stay in motion. So stay with it, guys, and we'll see you soon.